so tashle taringe pomuki social media ki thone kanyi khari go de shegire laso
Today I'm going to talk about social medias and the impact of social medias on society and individuals. And to start off, I think the younger generations are the one who are influenced by it the most, because obviously the older generations didn't even have social media apps, but we kind of grew up with it, so it's quite a common thing. And I barely know people who do not have social media apps. My best friend, for example, he deleted it because he didn't see any advantage in it, which I totally understand, and I share the same opinion in it. But even though it has some advantages, such as connecting to people who are on the other side of the world more easily, or to have an insight on other people's life or traditions, which is a good thing, it does carry also disadvantages. And I think a lot of people do not realize how much power it has on our minds, but we're gonna talk about it. So on social medias, what happens is everybody posts what they want the world to see. So from the start off, it's really just an illusion of reality and not the real reality, because posting about achievements and success and people and partying and having fun and possessions, those things, they do not reflect a life. A life also has like negative side to it. So it's positive as well, negative, and we human beings, we tend to only post the positive stuff because we're just human beings and we all share the common interest of being admired and loved and appreciated, which is totally normal and not something to be judged. But due to the fact that so many billion people use it, it does give off the illusion that people just have a perfect life, or they might do better than you, which is not the case, because I, for example, myself might have traits which other people lack, and I might lack traits which other people have. Same goes with possessions or other things. So everybody just is, different and unique and on their own path and has their own stuff going on, positive as negative. So we really shouldn't be comparing each other, but that's what we do when we go through people's life online on the internet and just look through it. Subconsciously or consciously, it does happen. And sometimes it makes people question, like, if they're on the right path, because they see other people doing better. And some people are not aware that they might not do better. They just post about the good stuff. And that's how social media really works. So if one is not aware about that illusion, it can lead to insecurities. It can lead to questioning if you're doing things right. And altogether, it's just very important to have awareness about how it's really just an illusion and how there is way more to life than what you see on the internet. And I do it myself sometimes too. Sometimes I catch myself thinking like, oh, well, that's great for that person that they managed so much. And then the next thought might be, I should have managed more till now. So it's not good for your mind, because everybody is on different steps of their life and you don't know what happened to them and they don't know what happens to you, and you should just compare yourself to yourself, because you're the only opponent. That's how I see it. Like, you have to compare yourself to your past self and not to other people, because they have way different lives and you only know what's going on in your life. And I think it is more of a healthy mindset to compare yourself to your old self rather than to other people. But going on social medias and scrolling kind of makes it hard not to compare yourself to other people. And I also use social media, so I'm also part of this generation who gets influenced by social media. I'm trying to be aware about it, and I talk a lot to my best friend about social media, how it influences people, and we just notice that everybody's trying to be part of that, but everybody's also trying to be not truthful about that, because being truthful would be posting the bad sides of life as well, and nobody does that. All the struggles people went through, or whenever a girl or a guy might not look the best, they won't post a picture or a video of themselves. So it's always kind of an illusion which is created, and people who are not aware that this is an illusion and that everybody has like their flaws, everybody has different struggles. Some people might get insecurities from it. Now, there are also people who do not get affected by it. I know some who are totally aware of how things work in reality, and they do not get affected by it. But I also know people who really get affected by it. Like I said, I know some people who are really like attractive and they're doing good in life and they're not confident about themselves. And then there are some people who just get a bit of affected by it, but even if it's not consciously, at the end of the day, I believe that subconsciously it does create a bit of questioning in everybody's head. And next to this problem, people also, when they spend hours on social medias, and I know a lot of people can relate to that, sometimes we like feel guilty because we keep scrolling but we can't stop, and it already irritates us. So how come we keep scrolling through an app which irritates us and we want to stop? How come we don't stop? It's like the dopamine you get every single time when you scroll through to the next video, and there's some triggering kind of music which everybody knows, and it gets your attention, and then you swap to the next video, and you are kind of training your head to have a very short attention span. So that leads to people struggling in real life when they need to focus on something. They can't seem to focus for a couple of hours because they're so used to get that short time dopamine. And this short time dopamine is temporary pleasure. It's not long-term pleasure. Like if you would work out regularly in a week, for example, 3 times, even though it might be just 3 times, the pleasure you get and the benefits you get out of it are so amazing that they will be accompanying you through the whole week. And going on the phone and just scrolling is just giving you a short time of dopamine and then it's gone. I do believe that it completely messes with your hormonal system, and it makes you have a lack of focus, and it creates insecurities and comparison. And yeah, I want to delete it. I don't know if I'm finally gonna do it, but that's just a topic I wanted to talk about. And if there are some people out there who are not aware about it, what it does, maybe if you are aware now, it might help you to not compare yourself too much to other people, or to be more confident in your own path, in your own journey, and to maybe let go a bit of the habit of scrolling constantly, and just accepting yourself as a wonderful, unique human being. All right, that's it. Bye-bye.